junkies, broken bone enthusiasts, welcome to the fight of your life!
I first got into Mexican wrestling in the late 80s when I found out about the Mexican wrestling movies that were hugely popular all over South America, and in fact made a documentary about them for Channel 4. Garry, who now runs Lucha Britannia, saw that documentary and that kicked off his interest in wrestling, which is how we came together so many years later.
Welcome to Lucha Britannia!
Lucha Britannia is like nothing you've ever seen before.
It's like really extreme acting.
You have to be De Niro, Picasso, some Russian ballet dude, you know, all in one.
But it's one particular type of pro wrestling we're interested in, the superheroic Mexican style of Lucha Libre, which literally translated means free fighting. And Europe's leading exponents of the art form are Lucha Britannia.
On a Lucha Britannia night, you'll see amazing feats of athleticism, of drama, comedy. I don't even say that my show is a wrestling show.
There is no words to describe what it is.
It's Lucha Britannia.
The key to being a great luchador is a great superhero character. And sure, most trainees start out as teachers, plumbers, shop assistants or marketing professionals.
Outside of the ring I do pensions administration.
But they enter the ring as mythical heroes of lucha.
The characters are just completely over the top and ridiculous. There's a character for everybody.
Some are good heroes, defending the honor of lucha. Others are evil anti-heroes, willing darkness to prevail.
You know it's not real, but it's like a magic trick. You can't see how the magic trick's done.
Here's Greg. Greg's mum wanted him to follow the great family tradition of floristry.
Hi, Grandad. I was here after the war myself, but my mother and father was here in 1921.
I was worried at first because of the sort of characters that he said he was going to play. At one point he said the gay one, and I asked him, are you gay?
Every rotten flower I plucked and every, bit of crap I got under my fingernails, one step closer to becoming a professional wrestler.
Now he's Metallico, half man, half robot.
This chubby little Essex boy is going to become a superstar pro wrestler. That was my goal.
Greg is in his early 30s and has been fighting for 12 years. He holds all the main European Championship belts. But after breaking his knee,
my whole knee just went, and then it went back again.
Greg has developed the fear. And once you have it, it could be all over.
An actor, he might blow his lines. If I make a mistake, I'll blow my bones, It's an art form that hurts.
Greg is Garry's right-hand man.
When I first met Greg, he was a little over the top with his confidence.
Me and Garry had immense heat with each other.
He was a little arrogant.
Everything he touched, turned to shit. That's kind of the attitude I had.
When someone's young and very good at what they do, it can go to the head very quickly.
The minute we start connecting, it's like, oh, wow, we just think on the same level. Guys, oh, but you think I'm a cock, well, you're a cock. No, I don't think that. I didn't say that. Well, I didn't say that either. Okay, let's hug and be friends.
Garry is secretly planning to kill off Metallico at the next big fight. Here's Anais. She has a huge natural talent and a love of the art of wrestling.
You've got so much joy of doing it and so much back from the audience that you feel like invincible for a bit.
Good friend to Garry and Greg, she's key to keeping this truculent bunch together. Every time she fights, she dazzles the audience with amazing aerial moves that display true style and grace.
She's ridiculously good, insanely good.
Sometimes the girls can be faster and technically superior to a bigger, stronger guy.
And if that weren't enough, she's French.
I've been learning 2 languages over the last year. I sort of learn English while I learn wrestling.
In such a heady and explosive environment, people are bound to get thrown together. So meet new lovers, Heather and Faiza. Heather is a loud, great-looking, outspoken young woman.
Wrestling is like my life. When people ask me what I do, I say I'm a wrestler. Actually, I say over my degree now, which is really embarrassing because the degrees actually cost me thousands and thousands of pounds.
You wanna rumble in my jungle? I'll take you on.
We actually want to do something that's really hard to do and be respected in as women. Heather Honey Badger, the feminist heel, makes men's dicks scared. Seriously, have you ever seen a Honey Badger documentary?
The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom.
She's improved loads the last 6 months.
She looks like so much more feisty, dynamic, like slimmer and just like healthier in a way.
I think if there was more physical education like Lucha, our country wouldn't be fat. I'm saying that as someone who's kind of fat, but that's because I love beer.
Faiza is the quiet, unassuming bartender.
I just said to Gary that I'd help out behind the bar. Always loved wrestling since I had my Ultimate Warrior jigsaw puzzle.
He looks like every bone in his body is going to break as soon as he hits the floor.
I mean, yeah, Faiza, when I first met him, I was just like, what the hell are you?
But when he's called into the ring, he turns into an animal.
Any small body frame size, you have different advantages and disadvantages. Doing the high flying stuff, that's where my niche sort of wants to be, I suppose. Should I do it on Sonic?
2 years down the line, he's one of our star people.
Yeah. When did I ever imagine that that was ever going to happen in my life, ever?
These guys are in love, but will it last as they face up to the pressures of Lucha Britannia? Here's Mike.
I'm a dominating force in the ring.
Mike comes across as a simple beefcake, but he's not. 9 years as a Marine, 2 tours of duty in Helmand Province, Afghanistan.
Some pretty intense fights with insurgents.
He's fluent in Pashto and is an expert in military tactics.
In the military, I just learned that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want.
Gary has been training Mike in hopes that he will replace Metallico as the top fighter at Lucha Britannia and help wrestling back onto primetime TV.
It's like you couldn't fast track anyone quicker. The guy's done everything right, every step of the way.
But Mike is not necessarily as loyal as Gary would like and will go wherever the money and the fame are.
I want to be pro, I want to get paid to train, I want to get paid to wrestle. That's it, that's a dream.
It's Gary's vision that drives everything.
Every day, I want to be better than the day before.
But his controlling nature leads to tension with the key members of Lucha Britannia. And with loads more exciting characters, Lucha Britannia has everything. The excitement, the thrills, the spills, the involvement of the crowd will blow you away. And I'm confident we can transfer that to TV, which is why I think, with its insane and varied cast of colourful characters, Lucha Britannia could be the next big thing on TV. In fact, will be the next big thing on TV.